USF1 round 2. We're going to China. It's sprint race weekend. Join us next.
USF1 getting ready for race 2 of the 2025 Formula One season. We are going to
Shanghai, China
for the Heineken Chinese Grand Prix because nothing says racing at extreme speeds like beer.
Yes, especially Heineken.
They do have the 0-0.
I was just about to say,
which is actually pretty good, but this is not the 0-0 advertisement. It's legit Heineken, so I'm fine with it. I'm excited.
Yes.
Race 1, lots of rain, lots of excitement in Australia, but I didn't look. Did you look at a forecast? I didn't look ahead to China, but let's just hope it's dry. I want to see some legit racing, no excuses, no the rookies, the 6 guys couldn't handle the rain.
It's going to be fantastic. A lot, 2 DRS zones in this.
There are. Let's take a look at the track. So we have 2 DRS zones, and the one in the final straightaway is gigantic.
1.2 kilometers. One of the longest DRS zones in all the 24 tracks.
What I like about the design is that you have that crazy turn right into turn 1. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4 is insanity. And then you're just kind of trying to get through the course. And then the second half is 2 DRS zones. So you're going to see a lot of hitting the DRS, then a hairpin turn at 14, 15, and then another huge DRS. So I think you're going to have a lot of competing in that second half. That's exciting to me.
Well, I want to tell you just a really quick little fun fact about the track.
Okay.
It is fun. So this track, if you look at it, it's actually a Chinese symbol for Shang.
Well, it's in Shanghai, so that makes sense. So it means Shang. What does Shang mean?
Which it means upwards.
Okay.
I Googled it right before.
Okay. I actually did confirm that. It is true. It is upwards. So that's
cool, though. I mean, they designed a track after basically a Chinese symbol.
Yeah.
So
which we all know. Chinese lettering. It's insanity. So that's kind of cool. So the track was in 2003. Was built. First race in 2004.
Yep.
They had races till 2019. And then they had a 5-year hiatus. Came back last year. Was their first race in 5 years. And fun fact, Michael Schumacher, back in 2004, the inaugural season, fastest lap.
So
still holds.
I was going to say, can that be broken this upcoming weekend? I'm hoping so. Right?
Is it the exact same design? If it is,
I'm thinking it's not. I'm thinking they might have changed a couple different things.
It might be a little longer.
Yeah. To have that 132, 2004. Michael Schumacher, his cars are faster.
20 years of technology, you would think that they're definitely a lot faster.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
If anyone's going to break it, it's going to be Isaac Hajar during the formation lap.
Yes, it's Isaac Hajar. Formation lap. As soon as he completes it this week, I'm going to give you a high five.
So, thank you. Australia was 57 laps. This is 56. So, one less lap, a little longer. 5.4 kilometers. That's about 3.25 miles per lap. So, a little longer overall, one less lap. I love this track. Now, I don't remember seeing this last year. I don't know.
I don't think you watched this race.
The first 3 or 4 races, you didn't suck me in until I think it was like April, even screaming into May.
Yes.
That I really got into this. So these first couple, I know I didn't see Australia last year, and I don't think I saw this one. So I'm excited to see this track. I'm excited to see Mando Lando. Does he keep dominating? Does Max keep biting at his heels? Does Mercedes keep battling for that podium spot? Is Ferrari?
How does those rookies do?
The rookies, how do they do? Is Ferrari still terrible? Is Nico Hülkenberg still the Lord Jesus Christ?
Yes.
I don't know all these things.
We're just going to have to find out. The best part about this weekend, we got 6 sprint races this year, and this is a sprint race. Now, last year we didn't even know what the sprint races were.
Yes.
We watched F1, didn't know what the sprint races were. I kind of knew what they were.
He knew what they were. I had no idea.
Yeah.
He explained it to me, and I will say, you've always said these last season that the sprint race weekends were your favorite because you get a whole nother race.
Yeah.
Quick little guy. Now, do you know how many laps? It's usually like a third.
Yeah, so it'll probably be like 13 to 20 laps at the most. But it shows you, basically, it's going to give you a good idea for race weekend, and then it's also not going to do that. It makes no sense.
Yes, it's rare that the guy that wins the sprint wins.
Yep.
But it's those bonus points. Even if McLaren can get into there. Now it's the top 8, is it, for the sprint?
Top 8 gets points,
and it's just 1 through 8.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
So it's not as with first place getting 25 in a race and second getting 18. That's a huge gap.
Yeah.
That's like finishing first versus 8th in the sprint, because that's a 7-point gap between 8 and 1. So
yeah, and Max Verstappen last year, he dominated basically like from the year before. So he won the sprint, and he won this race last year.
Okay.
So with Lando Norris being in second, 16 seconds behind him.
Oh, so it was a domination.
So Verstappen dominated the main race.
Okay, so and look at this. Again, I think I showed this last year, but this is the 3D printed thing that my buddy Donald made for me. So we are in race 2. Look at this baby. It's got the lap design and everything. That's how awesome. I know. Everyone has schedules on their phone. I don't need an iPhone. I just carry this with me. It's super functional. Yeah. Just put it in my pocket.
It's like a big wallet.
Take it with me everywhere I go. Predictions.
Okay,
let's do first. I want you to predict which team scores the most points.
That's a good.
So it could have, in theory, you could have said Mercedes this week, even though they finished 3-4. They tied for the most points. That's
okay. So team scoring the most points. I am going to. I'm just going to go McLaren. If it was dry, just only because if it was dry in Australia, you have a 1-2 guaranteed finish. Piastri and Norris would have finished 1-2, but because it was wet. That didn't happen. So I'm going to say Team McLaren.
Team with the most points, McLaren. Super boring, and I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
McLaren, China, Heineken. I think that now, let me go first on who's going to win. I say McLaren gets the most points for the constructors, but we are not going to have the Lando champagne stomp.
Are you going to go Oscar Pistorius?
I think Piastri is going to win. I think as well as he raced, and he was in second that whole time. One little mishap at the end, but then still grinds back to go from 14th to 9th. I think I like Piastri to win.
I like it.
I think Max finishes second. I think Lando finishes third.
Oh,
but I think that's going to be, Papaya's going to get tons of points.
Yep.
Max is still going to be in that constructor or in that championship, but I think this is, side note, we joke and say Piastri, because it's Oscar Pistorius.
Yes, tell him.
He just got out of jail. He was the guy, Blade Runner from South Africa, that was a Special Olympics guy. He had no legs. He had the blades. And then he shot and killed his girlfriend and claimed he didn't know what was going on. He got a life sentence. He just got out of jail after 13 years. He got paroled.
And he thought that was the same guy racing McLaren.
When I first started watching this last year, I didn't think that. But his name's Oscar Piastri and Oscar Pistorius. And I'm like, I know this guy, but he doesn't have any legs.
Yeah, his Blade Runners can't reach those pedals too well.
I was confused. I was like, I think he's in jail too.
Yeah, but I guess if you did have Blade Runner feet, legs, and you were driving an F1 car, it would make you pretty light. You'd be Yuki light.
True. And most of the stuff's up here. Yeah. Your shifting's all up here. I don't know. We've really got off track here. So we both say McLaren. I say Piastri to win the race. Who do you have winning the race?
Winning the race. I want to go with Piastri too. I think he could have won. Last week.
This show is so boring.
I think he could have won last week. So, but let me ask you this. Rookie. Which rookie do you think is going to do the best this week?
Isaac Hadjar.
Okay. I want to go back to back.
That's all heart. Okay. I don't really mean that.
Okay. You
that is
Isaac Hadjar.
It's a heart pick, but I'm going to pick it. You know they say never bet with your heart.
Yeah.
Never gamble with your heart. I'm going to gamble for Isaac Hadjar to have a comeback, and the heart-to-heart that his heart got from the heart of Hamilton's father, Anthony, is going to put him, and I think he's going to finish 7th and be the highest placing rookie.
Okay. Whew. So,
don't say Antonelli. Give us some variety.
I want Antonelli to possibly finish on the podium this week. So.
Okay.
I think he's going to be the best, but I want him to finish on the podium. That's what I want. Best team. What do you think? Best team of the bottom 4 could be?
Bottom 4?
Like the best of the worst.
Oh, the best of the worst of the bottom,
best
like
of the worst.
5-ish? I mean, at this point,
So you get your Aston Martin, your Haas, your Baby Bulls, your
Aston
your
Martin's
Kick
supposed to
Saubers,
be in the top
your Alpine.
5.
So okay, so let's we don't. Yeah.
Let's
take Ferrari.
Yep.
Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull out. Which team do you think does the best of the rest?
Which, before I say that, I love that we're doing this because it was always Aston Martin in there and it's the top 5 and then the best of the rest is the bottom 5.
Yeah.
We're moving Aston Martin and saying there's top 4.
Even though Lance Stroll did good, we still hate him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, well, it's not going to be Haas because F them.
Yes.
I wanted the Racing Bulls. Hulkenberg can't do it by himself. I'm going to say Williams. I'm going to say Williams finishes 5th this week. They do the best of the rest.
I'm not going to agree with you on that one. I feel like we're just matching because I was like, my thought was Carlos Sainz comes back, has a kick-ass weekend. Albon killed it last week.
Then just say it.
No, I'm going to pick Alpine. I'm going to say
Gasly.
I'm going to say Gasly turns it back up, and I'm going to say Jack Doohan makes his hometown China instead of Australia, so he's going to not crash.
So, now Gasly did finish 11th in Australia, so he was the first out of points, so he's got to be frustrated there. But again, ideally we're dry and we see some real racing and none of the shenanigans. It was fun.
Yes. So let me ask you this one more question. Kick Sauber, not Kick Sauber, really the only person that can score points in my head. Nico Hulkenberg, do you believe that he can go back-to-back weeks on that team and get points?
No.
I don't think so.
Kick Sauber gets no points. I think Kick Sauber finishes I think they finished like 16, 18.
Okay.
Hulkenberg 16, Bortoletto 18.
You know what's a win in my book?
I think this is going to level back out the way that it's supposed to look.
If Kick Sauber can put both their drivers in front of Haas, which I think they could have,
my God, please
that's
do
a
that.
win. That's a win for them.
For me,
and a win for you.
And for Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
That's a win for Team Hulkenberg. And I don't want everyone to get misconstrued thoughts here that I am loving Hajar. Hulkenberg is still my passion.
Yeah.
But Hajar, I just love the rookie, and I don't know. I want him to do well.
All I know is Liam Lawson, you better get in the top 10 this week, or it's not going to work.
We're going to call you Sergio Lawson from now on.
Sergio Lawson. He's going to be in the Halloween box this year if that happens.
Oh, no.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no. I win every race. That's a throwback if you saw that episode. It was a good one.
Yep. So other than that, anything you want to talk about China?
No. I just want everyone to enjoy a nice cold Heineken and tune in at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's what time
Eastern Standard Time. But, hey, we'll bring you after qualifying. I know we said we'd do it last time.
It's hard. We can't. It's hard.
You got shit face.
Yeah,
we were supposed to. But I promise this time, we're after qualifying, we're going to bring our predictions. It'll be a little easier without the rain. We knew that was going to be tough to predict this one. Hopefully no rain. We'll predict it. We'll get them to you. We're going to make money. You're going to make money. Love you.
Follow us on YouTube at the United States of F1, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at United States F1. Copyright Brugman Media Limited 2025.